So this is the road right here at the beginning of the movie where David and his family were in the station wagon and the boys were in the back rustling around arguing like siblings do.
Hamburgers.
Guess what? David's got the hots for Jennifer Brandy. Shut up.
Dad, she's knuckling me!
Just stop provoking your little brother, please.
But Dad!
No, really, that's the last I want to hear from both of you. Now give us a break.
I can't believe this.
They were heading straight over this way to this house, this pyramid-style house right here, where they dropped off the little brother. The kids were over here playing with the sparklers and the water guns. They dropped him off right here.
Dad, can I play at Billy's?
Yeah, I guess so. Just look out for the fireworks.
Make sure you be back before dark.
Dad, can I play at Billy's?
Yeah, I guess so. Just look out for the fireworks.
Over in here they had a slip and slide. Come with me. They had a slip and slide all in here and the kids were all playing with their sparklers.
Give me that. Weasel, dark, butt-face, Sky's bucket. Give me that. Give me that. Weasel,
Dork!
butt-face,
Sky's bucket!
You'll never see your 9th birthday, I promise!
I wish you two would try to get along.
He's a jerk.
Oh, come on, it's just a phase. He'll grow out of it.
He lives that long.
Is that any way to talk about your little brother?
Okay, this is the first house and the last house in Flight of the Navigator. When they first show up, they drove down this road and walked right in there.
Just try and remember you're the oldest, all right?
All right. Hi, David.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Adam.
Up top up there is where David looked out the window over here at the girl.
July 1978, American Top 40 Extra.
David.
Dad.
And that's where at the end of the movie they were watching the fireworks. They got in the boat to go get the hamburgers.
Hi there.
Oh, where have you been, young man?
This is all where the stuff at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie happened. This is the house. You can also still see part of the door when he banged on the door and said, "Let me in, let me in." Happened right up there.
Open up, you little punk! You hear me? I said open up! I said open up!
Man, I'm glad we're at the store. I'm so hungry I could eat a zigzag.
What's a zigzag?
It's like a hippo with feathers. Actually, you know what? Forget the food. Just give me a Coke.
What kind of Coke do you want? There's New Coke, Classic Coke, Cherry Coke, Diet Coke, caffeine free.
We're now walking towards where the spacecraft first crashed. The guys from NASA showed up to check on the spacecraft. Check this out behind us here. This might look familiar to you.
Any signs of life?
Not outside, but we haven't been able to determine what's inside.
Well, something must have flown it.
The spaceship would have wrecked right there. The scene would have started this way. You would have seen the NASA guys walking towards where I'm standing right now. They would have looked up at the big spaceship, basically standing right where I am now. And you can tell that based on the background right here.
This could be our first contact. She's beautiful.
Sir, this is the night watchman who found it, Ellis Brady. Says he hasn't told anyone except the local authorities, so what we have here is a controlled situation. Watch your step. Mr. Brady.
Hi. Hi. Louis Faraday, NASA.
This here is the exact area where David was looking for his brother in the woods. All this looks very familiar. They've actually driven through here a bunch of times, gotten rid of a lot of the wood. So you can see some cars have driven through here. And the reason you know this is the exact area where the ravine was is because this here is in the shot in the movie. Check it out.
Get back, Jack, I've got a gun!
Get back, Jack! I got a gun!
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
I'm gonna kill you!
Gotcha, gotcha.
Dr. Faraday, I think you should take a look at this.
Whatever happened to the spaceships used in the filming? Where there were 2 spaceships used in the movie. One of them is still on the back lot at Hollywood Studios at MGM. And the other one is actually in Magic Kingdom when I was there a few weeks ago. They've converted it and it's now on top of a beverage station. Believe it or not, this is actually one of the original ships used to fly the Navigator.
See you later, alligator.
So this whole area here was used in the movie. It looks a lot different than it did in the movie. You see in the background over here, you see what looks like a hospital, and you see that building back there with the glass. Well, the NASA guy would have been standing up on something high like this, and you would have seen that in the background.
Truth about where David's been for the last 8 years. Why he can't remember. What all this unusual brain activity means.
Also, if you look over here, basically sitting right in this area where I'm pointing is where the family would have been sitting.
David, what do you think?
No way, I'm not going.
Because you can see that bridge. You can see everything in there. The doors are the same, the bridge is the same, everything's the same, except for this right here. They've removed the benches they were sitting on. But basically, the family would have been sitting right over here. Basically, where I'm sitting right here is where they would have been.
Excuse me, I know that all sounds great, but the fact is that David has to go on living, and he can't do that in an institution.
David, I can offer you the truth. All I need is 48 hours, just 2 days. Then, David, you can go home and put all this behind you. It's what you want, isn't it?
Yes.
So directly that way, the way we're walking, is the house from Fly the Navigator. Not the house at the beginning and not the house at the end, but the house in the middle they lived in 1986. Right down this road closed sign. Right through there is where Max, the spaceship, would have flown. Those gates would have been open to the drawbridge. He would have come right through there, planted himself right down there, where Ginger is pointing. Spaceship would have come straight through there. Would have dropped down and planted right there, would have sat right there, the spaceship. Basically where Ginger's standing is where David would have been. He would have gone right back up into the spaceship right there.
With you, Max.
Here comes the cop car. Ginger is the cop car, taking David to meet his parents. The cop car would have parked right there. The 1986 Fort Lauderdale Police. You can see all this in the background. And of course they go up to the front door here.
Why are we stopping?
When David jumps out of the cop car and runs up there to the doorway where his dad and mom meet him, 8 years older. Creepy.
Who lives here?
We're not sure yet.
Look, I'm sorry to disturb you folks, but are you the same William Freeman who reported missing a son? David Scott Freeman on July 4, 1978?
Yes.
Right behind me here, there's also a scene where the NASA guys pull up in a white van right underneath where the drawbridge goes down. The drawbridge is closing. The white van is right there.
Dr. Faraday, we've located the McAdams girl. She's inside the boy's house with his parents.
And they're calling the NASA cohorts to let them know what's going on inside the Freeman's house, right over there.
Dad! David's on the phone! Dad! David's on the phone!
We have a young kid who's a Flight of the Navigator fan looking for remnants of the spaceship. The spaceship doesn't exist anymore. It was 25 years ago. He's going to be disappointed. He's going to be sadly disappointed. There is where the brother would have walked up the stairs. The roof looks exactly the same. In fact, there's even a chimney there. That same chimney is still there. He would have gone up there with his fireworks, set all of it off. Gonna try to get an aerial view by going up here. Don't pay attention to zombie Ginger. We're gonna go up top and get an aerial view of the top of the house so you can see where the fireworks were set off. Ooh. Right there is the window that Jeff would have crawled out of. He would have jumped down and climbed up those stairs right over there, straight up and onto the roof to set the fireworks off. Right up there is where all the fireworks were going off, straight up in the air. Do your firework noise.
It was lots of fun.
It was fun for me too, David.
My friends are never gonna believe this.
This is about the closest simulation you can get to the final shot when the spaceship went straight up in the air. There goes a bird.
That is my family, but it's not my home. My home is back in 1978.
Oh, wait a second. Look at this. This may have been where they had those crazy creatures in the movie hidden.
Wow. What are these? Wow. What are these? Wow. What are these?
You're a weird kid.
Me? I'm not the one with the pink hair.
See you later, Navigator!
If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave some comments down below.
Make sure you go to originalginger.com because I'm also on YouTube.
Compliance.